in the magazine Weird Tales in August 1929. This story grew on the idea of the lost worlds of Atlantis, particularly Helena Blavatsky's The Secret Doctrine, written in 1888 with this reference to dragonmen who once had a mighty civilization on the Lutheraman continent. Howard Serpentmen were
Where's
described
that
as
at?
humanoid. It was supposed to be where Atlantis was. Let's see it
Oh
here. Let me.
my.
It's a hypothesized. Lutheramernia was a hypothesized continent proposed in 1864 by zoologist Philip Skatelater to have sunk beneath the Indian Ocean and later appropriated by occultists in fictional accounts of human origin. So kind of like Atlantis, which Atlantis is pretty much a future episode of Weekend Weird, because just finding out the origins of Atlantis is insanity.
Now, just because it's something that you don't necessarily uh take interest in or necessarily believe it, doesn't make it insane.
No, the origin of the story of Atlantis is insane because it was started by a guy who I believe was a United States senator during the American Civil War. Yeah, it's
okay.
yeah.
The story was older than that.
Wait,
But
he was
okay.
a what during the Civil War? What?
It was really populated. It was like really populated. It really took the form that we know it now from a U.S. politician. I think it was a senator during the U.S. Civil War.
All right.
Yeah. Oh God. So back to E. Howard's story. Howard Serpentman was described as humanoids with human bodies and snake hands who were able to imitate humans at will and lived in underground passages used for shape changing and mind control abilities to infiltrate humanity. Clark Aston Smith used Howard Serpentman in his stories as well as themes from H.P. Lovecraft, and he and Howard and Lovecraft together laid the basis of the Chaku mythos.
Okay.
Probably pronouncing that wrong.
It's all right.
And,
They won't mind.
In the 1940s, Morris Lorrell, also known as Claude Doggins, wrote a pamphlet entitled Mysteries of the Godly, which described a serpent race with bodies like man, but heads like a great snake and an ability to take human form. These creatures also appeared in Lorrell's poem, The Emerald Tablets, which referred to Emerald Tablets written by Thoth, an Atlantean priest king. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I mean, it's science fiction. Yeah,
People got into it.
Yeah, these guys are science fiction writers. They're claiming it's science fiction. These guys are claiming that it's not real. They're just creating characters. But the way people take it is just like, oh my God. And it's just like, wow. Like, we think these, like, I'm looking at it from like a today's lens. Like, man, this is kind of bad. This is kind of some stuff like someone like a bad science fiction writer right. But back then, certain people were just gravitas to that idea,
and it was popularized, and it was popularized over and over again. It's been the theme of Star Trek episodes. It's of course the theme of therefore these Doctor Who episodes.
Right.
It's something that people literally take as reality. That and the what is it, the white buffalo, all of this stuff, I think has something to do with not, or whether people are not able to actually accept what's happening around them. So hell yeah, it's easier to think that there's another option somewhere.
Right. Yeah. Kim, you got any thoughts?
It was
like, ooh, yeah.
Not particularly at all. So I guess no science fiction general background, I guess, in that way. I mean, everything has to come from somewhere. So I guess
Right.
it's interesting to know. I like that is his foundation. I guess it's just a question of course how people brought that into
Right.
like reality because I don't know. There's so much science fiction, and
Hmm.
there are so
Hmm.
many, and it's like especially now, even for people who don't follow like all the books and the comic books, they're turning them all into TV shows. So now we see them like everywhere.
Right.
Everything was some kind of book or something. Everything they do now, everything from Game of Thrones to everything is some kind of a writing series of science fiction type stuff where they create a mythical world and yada yada, or it's a continent. I feel
Mhm.
like a lot of them, I hear this term continent. They're adding a continent to our world of so many continents, and I'm always like, where are these continents at?
Right.
Just like when you were talking about when I asked about like Atlantis, where are these places at in their minds? Where's there space for this whole other continent? But yeah, just interesting, I guess, to know it has a science fiction background, but just how people bring that to real life is it like how it becomes a true like historical background in their mind.
Right.
And so, of course, I wonder, like even like the political question: what are they looking for politically? Where this looks like it's the answer?
Right.
Like
Let's
think about lizards. What would lizards ever need from us if they could come here and do any of that? They don't need nothing from us. Like,
They want us out of the way. We are
Yeah.
actually
oh,
in their space. We're in their area.
Mhm.
hmm.
They went to sleep
Yeah.
one night and they stayed asleep for a long time.
Yeah.
Seems to be the most popularized story about it.
They woke up
Yeah.
and we was here,
Yeah.
Just all around. Just all around. It's like when
and so they got to
we was
infiltrate in order to get rid of
we
us.
were little animals in the water when they went to sleep. When they woke up, we walking around and
Well,
talking and
yeah, well, this theory, they're not talking about like this conspiracy theory is not talking about the reptiles that live on this planet. These reptiles are from uh star systems far away, which that should lead into this guy, David Akey. Let me tell you about this guy, David Akey. David von Hahn Akey was born in 1952. He was a former soccer player and sports broadcaster. He wrote 20 books, all of them self-published since the 1990s, and he has spoken 25 different countries. In 1990, he visited a psychic who told him that he was on Earth for the purpose and would receive messages from the spirit world. This led him to state in 1991 he was a son of the Godhead and that the Earth would soon be devastated by tidal waves and earthquakes. Predictions he repeated on a BBC TV show. Obviously, his appearance led to public ridicule. God, what team did he play for?
nice.
Oh God. Well, no, not a team that I know. Hereford United. What? Oh, was. Yeah, they're no longer. Yeah, probably because of him. So he hears this. Oh, also he gave his endorsement to the protocols of the elders of Zion.
Oh my.
Okay, yeah, fuck this guy. So around, so here's where it gets like the conspiracy theory has been around for a little bit, but it's before David Akey wrote his book in 1999 called The Biggest Secret. But it had been out there. We discussed the history, had been out there for a while time. But his book, The Biggest Secret, he claimed that tall, blood drinking, shape shifting reptile humanoids from the Alpha Draconis star system were now hiding in underground bases, were forced behind a worldwide conspiracy against humanity. He contends that most of the world's ancient and modern leaders are related to these reptiles, including, at the time of 1999, the Merovingian dynasty. the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the Bush family, and the British royal family, including the Queen, the current, who's still the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, and also, Colonel Sanders before he died. Hey, what's going on?
An issue.
I hit a
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, so, yeah. It's all right, Kim. Yes, Colonel Sanders before he died. Also, Akey's conspiracy theory now has supporters in up to 47 countries. He has given lectures to crowds up to 6,000 people. This is very interesting. In 2013, a public policy poll was conducted. It indicated that 4% of registered voters believed in David Akey's ideas. You know how much is 4% of registered voters?
It's still a big number in terms of
Yes. 12 million people.
Yeah, see? See?
12 million people believe that Queen Elizabeth II is a blood-drinking, shape-shifting alien.
12,000,001. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. It is also going further. There's people that say that Bill Clinton is a part of this. Dick Cheney. Okay, that I believe. Donald Rumsfeld, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton,
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Bill Gates. Yes, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Bill Gates. A multitude of world leaders. Your thoughts?
You know, this is what did they call it? The group of very wealthy people who are in a network all together to decide what happens. There's a word. What is that called? It's a political group. Y'all not gonna help me out?
I'm trying to think. It's a political group, like
it's a political group. It's people of that they're all.
The Bilderberg group.
No, that's way too much of a official sounding name to have anything to do with this.
The Illuminati.
Illuminati. There we go.
Yes.
The Illuminati. That's yes. What it sounds like.
Yeah, it crossed. It has crossed over. Yeah. It has crossed over because a lot of people who believe in the Illuminati and aliens, abductions, some, not everyone,
right.
The New World Order, all that type of thing. It's they believe in the same thing. And I still can't get over the fact that 12 million Americans believe in this crap. But honestly, we're in 2022. There's a lot of things. It's just like, right, what? Sure. You believe this shit?
And so what are reasons that you think people believe in it? It's got to be something other than just being crazy. That can't be it.
No, it's a combination of things. It's a combination of people feeling helpless in their everyday life. The fact that some believe that there's no really hope for them to advance, that something is holding them down, which they do have a point. But it's not this lizard people thing. Other people just believe that there are we can't be the only intelligent life in this universe, which is that's fine. Yeah, that's a good thing to ponder with itself. But it will lead you into crap like this. Like the guy's coming up with this theory. This David Akey is clearly an anti-Semitic and a racist. And he is absolutely nuts. And he was probably a mediocre soccer player. He was probably a very mediocre soccer player. But like it's just a multitude of